Hello folks, today we're gonna open this, the PUFido Clife Key, the very first security key with a PUF. But what it is a PUF? It is a physical unclonable function. It takes advantage of the physical variation that occurs during the manufacturing process of the semiconductor. They occur naturally, so each key is different. If I create two keys in the same time, one after the other, these two keys will be different. If I try to clone one, the other one will be different because in the nanoscale there are these natural variations that cannot be replicated. So each key is unique. It's very secure. It is created by SecuX Tech. It's a Taiwanese company that is very focused on security. They create also hardware wallet for cryptocurrency. So I think they are kinda into security a lot. Another great characteristics about this key is that you can use it as a passkey, which is a so-called passwordless authenticator. By leveraging the WebAuthn protocol, you can just insert the key, push the button, and you are into without having to input the password. This is very important, particularly when you are in a public computer where maybe there is a keylogger installed. It's a special program that saves what you type on the keyboard and can be used later by an hacker. So if you use this key, you are saved because no password has been input, just the key. Oh, a little disclaimer. I received this key for free just for the unboxing. For the rest, it's all on me, so don't worry about it. I will not say anything that is not true. Also, I have a 10% discount to be used in any product of the SecuX Tech. So if you want that, you can also support this channel by using the link, which will give me a small commission. It's not necessary, but seriously appreciated. Now, let's go to open the package. This is the package that SecuX sent to me. It took 1 week to arrive in Italy with FedEx, and let's open it. How to do that? I can see that there is to open, lift tab and pull quickly. Okay, let's do it. So here it is. SecuX. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it correctly, but let's open it. And this is a little bit of paper. Oh, the key. They used a lot of cartoon. Anyway, the key is this one. Let's see if there is something else. I don't know what is this. Anyway, it's nice, it's cool. Wow. Okay, anything else in here? Let's see. No, it's an empty package, but we have the key. This one. So let's open it. It's a USB-C key, and on the back there is a get started with the QR code that we are gonna scan later. And here it is. It's very little. I don't know if I can zoom in it. It's so small, so small. I like it. Okay, so let's insert it in the computer and see how it performs. Let's do that. Tough. And welcome to my system. This is Arch Linux, but really you can use it in any system. It's system agnostic. You can use it on Windows, on Mac, Android. I don't know about BSD and Solaris, but I think it's gonna work anyway. But let's gonna open the QR code. This is the one we scanned. It is the documentation, and we have a safety guide, a getting started, and a setting up pin on Windows, because there is a built-in function on Windows, but we are gonna explore the other ones, so the Linux, macOS and others. Basically, we are gonna use the Chrome or Chromium browser instead of the built-in function on Windows. Let's gonna open it, and I already know how to do that, but I'm gonna guide you through. We have a setup pin. Let's open it up larger. Okay, setting up pin, we go to the settings, privacy and security, and in here we have manage security keys and create a pin. So let's do that. Okay, we are in Chromium. Let's go to the settings, in here to the bottom. Then we go to privacy and security, and we can find security on the bottom and manage security keys. We found it. So in here we can set up a pin, so create a pin. To continue, touch the security key. Okay, let's do that. And let's create a pin. What pin can you choose? I'm not gonna tell you. Okay, so now we created the pin and we can change it if we want. So let's gonna create a pin again and touch it. In here we have again the current pin, so we have to insert the one we have chosen before and the new pin if we want. Okay, I'm not gonna do that, I'm gonna cancel, and in here, if I don't remember the key, I can reset it. So reset your security key, let's do that. To continue, remove the security key from your device, then reinsert and touch it. This way, let's do that. Okay, I'm gonna touch it. I touched it. Touch your security key again to confirm reset. All information stored on security key, including the pin, will be deleted. This is gonna happen when you fail too many times the pin, or if you forgot the pin. So let's do that. Okay, your security key has been reset. Now we can continue and recreate the pin. Okay, so touch it and insert the pin. So we have the very same situation we were at the beginning. So let's gonna create again the pin. Okay, save it. And now let's gonna add the key somewhere. Okay, for first let's set it up on Mastodon, which is an alternative to x.com or Twitter, if you know it. And let's do that. How to do it? I go to the settings for my Mastodon. In here, I go to account and two-factor authenticator. In here, we can add an authenticator app like Aegis, Authy, Google Authenticator, you name it, or the security keys, which is the Clife Key, for example. Now, let's gonna go to edit. And in here, I already have two keys, okay? Always have a backup key, at least one. So if you lose it, if it got stolen, or you break it, anything, you have a backup. So let's add a third one, in my case. So add a new security key. In here, I have to give it a nickname. I'm gonna call it Cliff. And add the new security key. Now it's gonna ask me for the pin we have added before. So let's add the pin. I need to touch it. Okay, and now we have the key. So let's go to edit again, and I can see my third key. So let's try to log in to see how it works. So I'm gonna log out. Okay, in here to log in we need the address, email, and the password. Remember, we need the password because this one is not the passkey, but it is the FIDO function, the second factor. So we are gonna need the password in this case. So let's use the security key. Now it says touch the security key to continue. Let's do that. I touched the key and we are into again. If you want to follow me, I'm FraYoshi at koto.org. If you want, this is me. Okay, now that we added a second factor to our Mastodon account, I think it's very important that we add it also to Google, particularly to Google. Okay, so let's go to Google, and in here we have our profile picture on the top right. We go to manage your Google account. And on the left, we can find security, the fourth option. We scroll down until we find passkeys and security keys. Okay, let's gonna click it. Okay, now here we are prompted with this very scary exclamation point. A passkey can be created on this device. This is because we are on Linux and we are on Firefox. So don't worry, we can create it anyway, just a message in there, but we can do that. So let's go and create a passkey. In here, we use another device, and it's gonna ask us for the password. So let's do that and insert it. Okay, let's gonna touch the device. Okay, account is requesting information for our device. Allow. And now we can use the passkey on this device. You see? It was just a message in there to scare us, but really it's not true. So, done! Now we can log in on this account just using the email and not the password. To log in, I'm gonna use Chromium because it's a little bit more compatible with everything, unfortunately. So let's go to google.com. And in here, I go to sign in here on the top right. I'm gonna input my email. And now it's gonna ask me for my fingerprint, face or screen lock. Okay, continue. This is the requirement for the PIN. So let's insert the PIN. Next, touch the key. And we are into. Okay, we didn't have to insert the password, you see? What if I need to remove one of them? Well, the usual way should be to go to the settings in here and privacy and security on the bottom, security. We scroll down up to manage security keys, sign in data. We touch the key. And we should have the list of passkeys, but unfortunately it's not working. I don't know why, might be a problem with my computer. Hello, it's me from the future. I contacted SecuX. They told me that at the moment it's not possible because it is a setup 2.0 device and it needs to be a setup 2.1. But fear not, they are gonna upgrade it soon to a 2.1, so keep an eye on the specification page, maybe contact them before. And when you start seeing 2.1, you know you're gonna be able to delete the selected passkeys from the Clife Key. I will write down in the comments or in the info box if I find a solution about it. And unfortunately, this is a limitation. So you have to note down where you use the passkeys. And once you reach 20, unfortunately, you have to reset the key to free up the slots. So this, I think, is the thing you will have to do. Now, let's do the same thing on Windows. So you can see how it works in there. So let's open Windows. Welcome to my Windows 11. I don't really use it very much. It's very rare that I open it. Anyway, I use it for top ups, for Affinity Designer, to do TikTok live streams. Yes, I do them. Experiment with Resolve and play some games. Basically just Final Fantasy X because I love it. Anyway, let's set up the key on Windows. We go to the little flag, settings, and on the left, we need to go to accounts. Scroll down until we find sign in options. Okay, here we have security key and manage the security key. So sign in to apps with a physical security key. Yes, manage. Touch the key. And in here we have the same thing that we did have on Chrome. So security key pin, change it or reset the key. This is what we can do. Also, we can do that on Chromium, but we can also do that on Windows if you use Windows. That's all. Okay, so we can find the same setting if you don't want to go to accounts and all the rest. Also, if things change, because things change, we go on the top left and we search for security key. Okay, set up security key. And here we are on the very same page. So sign in to other apps with a security key, manage, touch the key, same place. Okay, so let's close Windows. I don't really like the view of Windows. I'm kind of a Linux guy. Anyway, as I mentioned, I have a 10% discount if you visit the website with my link, which is at the moment https://FraYoshi.com/SecuX. Okay, you get directed to this page, which is, as you see on the URL at the top, it's now SecuX.com AA544. It might change, I don't know, but the link FraYoshi.com SecuX should remain the same. Anyway, always check the info box. In here we have 10% discount on any product in here. So they also have hardware wallet. I don't know about them. I never used them. I think they are good if they are good as a this key. And check them out.
This was Francesco Yoshigobbo. I hope you liked this video. If you have any comment, please write them down. If you like it, if you hate it, if you have a question, write them down, I read them. Also, I have a brand new Discord server that is kind of empty at the moment, so please forgive if you see nothing in there, but if you join, we can be like in 4, in 5, in 100, I don't know. I hope a lot of community will be created in there, and we like to talk about technology, about 3D, visual effects, films, music, Japan, Linux, not very much about Windows, but there is a Windows section if you want. Android, there are a lot of things, so please join the conversation, and hope to see you there. The link is the same as the SecuX, just a little bit different at the end, so we have FraYoshi.com/Discord, easy. We enter it, and here you are in my server. I called Diffuse Byte, I may change the name, I don't know, anyway, this is the one. I hope to see you there. Bye!